witches have black masses, evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction, in the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning. Death and hatred to mankind.
Hi, everybody. Say hello to my new dancing. She doesn't really dance much. She sort of, oh, there, look at it. There we go. Anyway, now she works. She works for the camera. Her name is Tulip. I bought her at a weird store, and she comes with her own story. Amazing what you can find in downtown stuff. Yes, so yeah, there's that. I actually kind of got excited to have her dance for the beginning. Anyway, welcome to Shaman Sundays. I am your host. Just a gnome trying to get along in this crazy, crazy world. My name is Brandon Cooper. Thank you all for joining. Y'all, we got a good show. Oh, my eye itches. And for those of y'all that watch the Christmas Eve special and the New Year's Eve special, yes, I'm finally feeling better. The crap is going away. The voices come back. So yeah, we're getting there. Let's do some housekeeping. Let's light the sage, y'all. So, wait, where's the camera? Let's light the sage like we always do to get rid of all that crap. Also, to give a little blessing to our guest. I had her on last year. So those of you that watched it. Then thunderstorms were coming in. We can only do like 45 minutes. I was not happy with the production because we couldn't get it all. But we have rebounded. We're doing it. But first, before I mention who my guest is, let's go down the list and see who's watching. Tracy. Hello, Tracy. Tracy, I'll see you soon down there in that event. What, in 2 weeks? Marianne, hello. Lori, welcome. Kim Brady. Brian Wells, what's up, buddy? We got Russell Reynolds. Hello. We have it. Hello, Kim. I would assume that you're not a dog and you're a person, Kim. All I can see is the picture of your Facebook. It looks like a dog. But if you are a dog, you're a good girl. Thank you for watching. I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. We got my man Resnick. What's up, buddy? Hey, me and Resnick are trying to cook something up, a little documentary, something. We're not going to go into it, but I just wanted to tease you guys. James Brady. Hey, man. Hey, I'm feeling better. I went over to James and Kim's house last night, and they just made me sick. It was horrible. Or I was already sick. Greg Koss, what's up? Man, we got a lot of people watching, and I'm glad. Hey, Kim Moran. Did you see the, I'll talk about it in a minute. Sydney, Vato. What's up, Sydney? Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, Kim, that is Luciano. He's an ass. You're an ass, Luciano. If you can hear me, bad dog. Bad. And there's Tabitha Meadows. There, thank you. So, for those of you who haven't seen, I have canceled my Paracon in March. All a lot of different things happened. I'll just give you a brief. With the way prices have increased and gone up, and you know, it was just not financially there. Sponsorships are kind of hard to get, and it was, just to be honest with you, it was starting to mess with my peace. And what do I say at the beginning? Protect your peace. If it's not fun anymore, don't do it. That being said, there may be something in the works for next year. So don't fret. We're going to bring it back. But this year, it just didn't work out. I apologize to everybody. And those of you that have already bought tickets, you will be refunded in within the next 30 days. So, well, now that we've got that housekeeping claim done, I have to find my small Diet Pepsi. There it is. All right. Just a little sip. That's all. Y'all, I'm super excited about the show tonight. And those of you who don't know, I have Kathrine Sorilos from Greece. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the friggin' morning, and this is the second time that she has gotten up early to be on the show, but this time we're going to do the full show. She is an amazing... Oh, speaking of overseas friend, hey, Jenny from Ireland. Jenny Sinyazi. I like the way she says potato. So Irish. It's amazing. Thomas Wright. I've been seeing some names that I haven't seen in the chat. So, guys, thanks for tuning in. Anyway, Kathrine Sorilos. She is a world-renowned psychic medium and my friend. Which is super important. She's such a sweet lady. Mother of 5. My God. She has. I don't want to mess this up because I forgot to write it down. Oh, talk amongst yourselves while I look like I've just started doing podcasting yesterday because I forget things. I'm typing, people. She is the owner and founder of Oracle Whispers. I thought I had it right in my head, but I, double check. And we're going to put links and all of her stuff up. But you know what? Without further ado, let us welcome Kathrine Sorilos.
Hey,
hello.
Good morning, everybody from Greece.
I saw your little puppy jump up while
Yeah,
you're back.
she's 9 months old. Zora, come on, Zora, come here, come and say hello. Hello, come on, hello. She's not coming up.
No, she's like, no, the camera's on now, mommy. I'm not doing it.
She's beautiful. She's a German Shepherd, so she's gorgeous.
I have a PTSD service dog, and he's a German Shepherd. I love all animals, but
yeah,
German Shepherds are they're good.
My favorite,
dogs.
my twin.
Yeah. So for those that are watching that don't know much about you, can you just give us a little synopsis of who you are and what you do?
Okay. I'm, like I said, a psychic medium, trance medium. I'm also a clinical hypnotherapist. I do past life regression. I'm a healer as a Reiki master teacher and hands-on healing and theta healing. I do, I did mention past life regression and all that. I'm a paranormal investigator. A bit of everything. A jack of all trades, I would say.
And I'm glad you said that phrase, because I don't know how it is in Greece, but nobody ever finishes that phrase. And
the jack of all trades.
But a master of none, which is sometimes better than a master of one.
True.
So like people, it's a good thing to say, Jack. Anyway, sorry, I went down a rabbit hole.
No, that's true. No.
So we'll talk about, you've got so many events coming up, and you're actually coming across the pond to say hello. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. Let's save that one.
I'm coming across the pond. I've got somebody else coming across my pond.
Yes.
So I'm going to talk about all that. I've got So the first event on the 18th of January, I did the Monroe House in 2022, in June 2022. Actually, physically, I was at the Monroe House, so I did an investigation then. It was awesome. It does have a lot of energies, and it does. So whoever hasn't visited, it's like a vortex down at the basement. So there's a lot of things happening at the Monroe House. And especially in the red room and the blue room. So I did pick up quite a few things. And then I've got an investigation on it remotely, though, from Greece on the 18th of January, which is with Candy Slater and Jenny Davis from the Ashes Paranormal. And it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. And then I've got another one on March the 2nd at 1 a.m. I'm just reading them out because I can't remember them off by heart.
That's okay. Yeah, it was fun.
So I've got another one at the Haunted Samuel Miller Mansion. I hope I said that correct. That's going to be done remotely as well. And that's with David Childers and Larissa Rex, Third Eye Production. So that's going to be at 1 a.m. Eastern Time. And then I've got a big one, which that's the one I'm flying over to. And that's
Hello,
on
Stephanie.
March the 20th. Happy New Year, Stephanie. And that's March the 23rd and the 24th at the Brushy Mountain State Prison and the old historic Harriman Hospital in Tennessee.
Yep.
So in Harriman, Tennessee, it's at the Avalon Center. So I'll be there as a psychic medium doing readings, being a guest speaker. So it's with the Woman of the Paranormal Celebration. You'll find it at the www.womanofthecelebration.com. It is run by Jen Jacobs, and all the money for that event is going to go to women that are being abused, children that are being abused. So it's for a good cause.
Yes.
So they are asking for vendors as well to come up. And then the big one that I have is with the Mysterious Adventure Tours. That's run by Maria Schmidt. And that's on the April the 17th to the 26th. It's a 10-day tour with Grant Wilson. And he's coming over. And we are exploring ancient Greece. We are going to go into these amazing places. All the places that we're going to with Grant, I've investigated them in the past as a paranormal investigator. So wherever we're going, I know exactly the history and what has happened. And it's amazing places. We're going to visit the where Hades gateway is. The river Styx, that the dead cross over. We're going to go to Delos, which is the island with Apollo and Artemis was born, and that was the meeting point of all the worlds. In the ancient times, they used to meet there. Apparently, you can't sleep on that island. There's only guards on that island. So the energy and the magnetic field is unbelievable on that island. We're going to all the oracles. We're going to the ancient cemeteries. So it's going to be quite an amazing tour with Grant Wilson.
Are you guys you said you're going to do all the oracles. That includes Delphi?
Delphi. Yes, it's including Delphi, Dodoni. So I've been to Delphi. It's amazing. And Dodoni. So it's including quite a few places, mysterious places, ancient places, and paranormal places as well.
That is going to be amazing. I wish I could come over for that.
Yeah,
that would be
great.
One day I'll get over there.
I know. We talked about that. And that's and that's with Mysterious Tours. So you'll find it www Mysterious Tours. So anybody that's interested, and it's almost sold out. So
get your tickets now. Go to Greece. Go hang out with Kathrine and Grant, and go see the Oracle Delphi, which was, if I'm not mistaken, that hasn't been open very long. Didn't they just, like, within the last decade find where she would where the Pythias would sit?
Yes, that is true. They were doing some work on that, and that is where the center of the Earth apparently is the umbilical cord of Earth. Apparently, that's when Zeus let two eagles fly, and they landed at Delphi, and
Okay. Yeah.
that's where everybody would come from all over the world, come and get their oracle for the wars and the answers. And she was always, pardon my French, stoned. She was
Oh yeah.
giving,
Yeah.
she was,
Yep.
she was giving like the oracle answers, but they were backwards or they had a different meaning to it. Apparently, when she said in one of the wars that we had in Salamina, that's a place here in Greece, she said, stand behind wooden walls. And the ancient Athenians built a wooden wall, but what she meant was stay behind your ships to fight the enemy.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why it's called an oracle. You got to really solve it.
Yeah. And the fact that all the gases and whatnot were rising
Yeah,
up, and
from
she was
underneath.
getting quite high.
Yeah, she was. She
What
was.
a job!
So
Let me go sit down. Let me just get high all day and just tell riddles to random people.
that's
I
all she
mean,
did.
yeah. Let me do
That's
that.
all
Can
she
I do
did.
that?
She would. They used to say that she would chew on bay leaves, and then sit on the tripod, and then everything would just come up from the
Yeah.
earth. And we've got this water fountain there that's coming from the mountains, Castalia. That's what it's called. Apparently, if you drank from that, you'll be able to speak to the dead. And it was like the immortal water. So
Mhm.
yeah, so we've got quite a few things there that are going to be amazing.
That's awesome. Oh, who do we have? Ghost Bait is watching. Hey, Cindy, how are you? And then I kind
Hey.
of want to go back to the Women of the Paranormal event. That's March 23rd and 24th.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, since I had to cancel mine, that was the exact same weekend, and it's only like 2 hours from where I'm at. So if y'all were planning on coming to my Paracon, please go to Jen's Paracon
Yep,
instead. It goes to a wonderful, wonderful cause.
it
I
is.
know Jen. Jen and I have talked especially when we figured out that we both had Paracons the same weekend, and it just worked out. Like, I wish you guys could come hang out with me and see the cool stuff, but with proceeds going to battered women and children, I mean, there's nothing closer to my heart than that. Please, 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 if you're coming in the area, just go see that. You know what? I'll probably be there. I'm gonna go. So come say hey to me. We'll be there. Kathrine will be there. Let's do this,
Yep.
guys. Let's flood the Women of the Paranormal. Let's just go see that. Okay. Cindy says, where is it? It's in Tennessee at where was it? The
It's at the
Harriman.
Harriman, Tennessee. Yep, at the Avalon Center.
Yep.
There's going to be speakers there. They're going to be doing investigations. It's going to be there's going to be events happening at the Brushy Mountain State Prison, at the old historic Harriman Hospital. So there's going to be investigations there as well. There's going to be guest speakers. There's going to be quite a few readings as well. So it's going to be quite a big weekend event.
Yeah, it should be super fun. Yeah, come join all of us. And
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, the money's going to a great cause. So,
It is.
you know, and honestly,
And
I'm a
Jen,
little
and
happy.
Jen, yeah, Jen's really into like trying to get it organized. She's doing a great job.
Yep, I'm actually going to probably try to call her and see if I can't get her on the show before then
Mm-hmm.
so we can put it out. But, I hate to say, I'm kind of sad that I had to cancel my Paracon, but I'm extremely excited to be able to turn the traffic up to Tennessee for such a great cause. I mean, I can't say it
It
enough.
is.
Plus, you get to see Kathrine in the flesh, and
Mm.
you get readings or hugs. I like hugs. I'm a hugger.
Yes,
But yeah,
same here.
yeah. Please, 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 go see that. So Jen Jacobs, will be at the Harriman, 10 Harriman, Tennessee. It's not at the hospital, is it? It's at the center.
It's at the Avalon Center. And if everybody goes to www.womanoftheparanormalcelebration.com, they'll find all the details on there. www.womanoftheparanormalcelebration.com. That's one word.
I'm trying to.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? As we talk, I'll find it and put it up. But yeah, it's going to be a great event. So what else you got going? That was just like 3 months.
Yeah,
Stuff.
that's 3 months already. That's just like it's just happened like now. Like it's for the past months, and I think I've got and there's a lot of people coming, and asking to do more events. So nothing at the moment. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the moment so far for the next.
Right. And you kind of sound like me. Like I canceled the Paracon, and now I have 1, 2, 3. I have about 4 or 5 events that just popped up. Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, oh my gosh. But yeah, it's gonna be so much fun. So have you worked with Grant before?
No, I've never worked with Grant. We've actually spoken over the phone and messenger and video call, and he is an amazing guy, very down to earth, and his wife as well. So she's going to be joining us. They're going to be coming together. So he's an amazing person.
Well, that should be
like his
so
energy
much
is
fun.
just amazing. Yeah.
And I found it here, so let me share this with everybody. So this is on Facebook, so you can just type in Women of the Paranormal Celebration, and here it is. Here's the Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like they're looking for vendors. That was
Yep,
posted
that's
the
what I said.
31st.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yep, definitely.
So they're looking for
get
vendors.
in there. So yeah, you can find it here on Facebook. Whoop, I hit the wrong thing on my mouse. Women of the Paranormal Celebration, March 23rd, 24th, Harriman, Tennessee. Great event. So, and we'll talk about. We'll mention that again later. But yeah, so I'll be there. I'm sure my wife, as long as she doesn't have to work, will go. So we'll. Because I just saw somebody ask, okay, when is it? So Brian, did that answer that question? March 22nd and 23rd. There's another
23rd
Paracon
and 24th, actually.
That's right. 23rd and 24th. I know there's another Paracon down in Louisiana happening that same time, but come to this one anyway.
Yep.
And then we got a couple of. The Wraith Queen has graced our presence. Hello. I think it's Melody. Anyway, she was selling crystals and stuff last night. I think it was last night. It's pretty cool. Check her out. Her and Anthony. Then we have Joanne from. What? You're from Canada. That's not Canadian. That's different. Silly goose. You're from Canada. I don't know what that is. Maybe Joanne will tell us. So, being in Greece now, I've been to some ancient places because I was in the Marine Corps. But I haven't been able to investigate really or anything. So what is it like being in where the place where democracy was created and the ancientness and the myth and the legend where it all comes together? What's it like being over there?
So okay, I was born in Australia, right, and brought up in Australia, but from a very, very like a intense Greek background. So I have got really like the Greek roots were really intense in my house. My parents were Greek; they spoke only Greek. So I'm proud to have Greek DNA,
right?
And I've lived in America. I stayed there for 7 months. I've been in Scotland for 3-4 years, and the UK. I fell in love with America. I would love to come back, but Greece, you're free. You there's freedom. Like, you wake up in the morning, like, nothing closes at at 10 o'clock at night.
Right.
Everything's still open. If you want to go out for a coffee or a drink at 10 o'clock at night, or 11 or 12 or 1 or 2, you will go out. People go out. People walk. You will go out and see people sitting in cafeterias and having coffee and having a drink, having dinner, dancing on the streets,
That's
especially
awesome.
in the islands. There'll be Greek dancing all over the place. There's a word called philoxenos, which you can't interpret that in English. It's like hospitable,
Right.
but
Okay.
it's a word
Okay.
that
I got you.
you cannot
Yeah.
cannot describe it. You cannot describe it. Yeah, you do have freedom here,
Oh, and see,
and
that's important. That's important.
yeah, you do have freedom of speech. You do have freedom of expressing yourself. And Greeks were always rebels, rebel against everything.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah,
See, that's why I say one day I'm coming over there.
yeah,
Because
you you
yeah.
you will feel
Oh,
the difference as soon as you step your foot here. You will feel the difference, the energy. Like, there's places where because Greece, especially ancient Athens, is full of tunnels underneath, right?
right.
And tunnels that they were used in ancient times as well, and used in World War I and World War II, and also when we were under the Ottoman Empire for 480 years. So we were oppressed. So
Right.
we'll have the rebels under there, and um, like, it is unbelievable. There's no words to describe what, like, as soon as you go under the ancient Athens into the tunnels, the energy under there is unbelievable. The way
Oh,
they reconstructed things, the way they've done things, yeah.
Nancy says, I love how Catherine was kind of tongue-tied trying to get that feeling out all at once. How cool to be that in love with the place and the whole concept of freedom. Very cool. Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
Like, and
mm.
some when people get tongue-tied, usually there's frustration on their face, but you were just smiling like this is something like amazing and all-encompassing.
It
So,
is.
I mean, even though it doesn't translate, the feeling does, if that makes any sense.
If I could show you the feeling, guys, if you could actually see the energy and the feeling, you'll be amazed of how beautiful it is. I felt that in a couple of places when I visit America, actually, some Native American places as well. So the energy field there, and apparently, I came across that a lot of Native Americans have got the ancient Greek, what's it called? Meandros, in Greek.
Yeah.
Um, Hang on, I don't have a pen
Yeah,
so I
I
can
was
draw it.
looking. I was looking on my desk because I had something with it on with what you're saying on there,
Yeah,
but I don't know where it is. Crap.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Oh,
not to say about the ancient Greeks, but they traveled the world. I mean,
yes.
Scotland comes from the Greek word skotos, right? And they called it
Okay.
The Greeks actually called it Scotia, Scotland, because it comes from the ancient Greek word skotos, which means the dark place, because it is dark up there.
Yeah. So amazing.
So they've visited a lot of places, even America before Columbus. Sorry.
Oh no! Look! I know, and you know that
Try-
whole Columbus is a crock.
Exactly.
Like the Vikings were here before Columbus. I mean,
Exactly.
we've got Viking runes all over the East
Mm,
Coast. So yeah.
there you go.
Well, and they always say like who writes history? The winner writes history, not the loser. So
Exactly.
yeah,
And how many
yeah,
times have they adjusted history in all the books?
yeah,
And how many pages
yep,
have been ripped out of history and been rewritten? Like the Bible. How many times has the Bible been rewritten?
right. Like,
Not
well,
many
you can go
times.
into a
So,
bookstore here, and I don't know if it's the same in Greece, but there's an entire section of different Bibles. Like,
yes,
like, yeah, just all kind of different study Bibles and written this way and using this language, and so yeah. But I don't know. I've always been fascinated with Greece and like all the mythology. And, it's just amazing. But
was it mythology or was it actually history?
that's what I was like. I
They-
mean, yeah, was the Minotaur real? Yes, I think so.
yes, he was. He was a
Well,
clone.
yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
you know how they
That's
said that,
yeah.
how the god Hermes or Mercury, how they call them in English, he jumped out of Zeus's thigh, apparently. That's cloning.
Right. Yes.
They actually
Yes, it
did
is.
cloning because the ancient Greek gods, the ancient civilization, they were actually aliens.
I I
So,
I used to like dismiss that alien thing, but the more and more like I look, I'm like, you know what? And so was, in my opinion, the Norse gods, Odin
mhm.
and because okay,
Thor
Odin could
and Freya.
Thor, yeah, he could throw lightning or had a lightning weapon that never missed. That sounds like our smart weapons today. Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
just anyway, but yeah,
And how
and
similar are they all? Like Zeus used to hold the lightning bolt in his hand.
yep, yep,
So they're very, very similar. All come from the same base.
yeah. I 100% agree. Tracy says I have a friend in Athens that writes music about Greek history and myth. Oh, great! But
Hmm.
send me a link to that. I love anything history. So we've talked about Greece and we've talked about how wonderful it is. Now let's talk about you and how wonderful you are. So you you always make me smile anytime I see you. You've just got the
Thank
greatest
you.
personality. My God, look at the clock behind you. You're up super early to be on, yeah. Like look how early
Yeah.
yeah, just to be on this show, and that's amazing. That's great character, and I'm proud to call you my friend.
Thank
um,
you.
so let's talk about your psychic gifting, and I would also like to ask, would you like to do any readings for the viewers tonight?
Hmm.
If
Yeah, I've got no problem. Do I need, will you be reading them out? Should I just grab my glasses because I can't see? Old age, after 52, you can't see.
oh, I mean, I can read them, or I mean, whatever was comfortable for you. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
look like I look like I can see fine. I'm wearing contacts because if I take them out, I'm blind. So yeah,
See,
I
now
get
if
it.
I wear my contacts, I can't see short because it's the older you get, your
Mm,
it
yep,
changes.
yep.
So yeah, I need reading glasses.
Oh, but well, awesome. Let's. Wow. So, okay, we will. Catherine will be doing readings for
Hmm.
us. So all you need to do is put something
Your
in the
question up
comments.
there, yep.
Yeah,
Because I
and
can't see, I can't see the comments, Brandon. Only you can see them, so I can't see the comments.
gotcha. Do you see on your? Are you on your cell phone?
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone, so all
Okay,
I'm
never mind.
seeing
Yeah,
is,
I'll. Yeah,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll read them. Um, But let's get a little history on this. So, when did you first start realizing that you had gifts?
From the age of 11. Like every child, I think every single person, it's exactly the same motivo. Like, you will always feel like there's someone behind you,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
someone's watching you, or you'll hear voices, or you'll hear your name or a whistle, and you'll always feel that dready feeling that somebody's under your bed or in your cupboard. So, yeah, every child feels exactly the same. Like everybody that I've spoken to, even my own children, it's exactly the same stage that we go through. So I got my first psychic, like being an empath and a sensitive from the age of 11. But I was always fascinated with the paranormal and the metaphysical, and I would always read books. I read Stephen King at the age of 11.
Okay, right.
So, yeah, that was my
That's what's
first like horror. Yeah,
so that's what's wrong with you.
yeah, that's what's wrong with me.
Yeah,
Stephen
my
King
my
from the age of 11.
I hate to say it, but mine was Hellraiser when I was 8.
There you go.
Like you know how the kids want to sneak down and see what mommy and daddy are watching. Well, I snuck down. It was like the third Hellraiser, the one where the tower's spinning and it's got
Yeah,
dead
yeah, yeah, yeah,
babies
yeah.
and stuff. That's what I saw, and so I blame my parents
Actually,
for this.
that's so funny you mentioned that, because my first movie was The Exorcist. But the actual Exorcist that came out, the original one, that
Yeah.
was not that was on the thing. What's it called? The movie. You know how you go to the movies and they've got it on the
Oh,
tape
on like
thing.
the reel to reel or something like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
a big projector on the wall, and I was with my parents. I must have been. It was I was born in 1972. When did the Exorcist come out? 1978 or 79?
Um, you know what?
I
I can
can't
look
remember.
that up. I'll look that up real
Because
quick.
I was young, and I still remember sitting on my mum's lap, my dad next to me, my godparents, sitting down there. Dad had I still got the original in a box
Oh,
of
nice.
the Exorcist, yep. And I remember my mum going like this and putting her hands in front of me, and I was like this, looking at the Exorcist.
It came out December 26th, 1973.
73.
Mhm.
So when we watched it, I was about um 73. I was born in 72. I must have been about 3 or 4 when I watched it, when we actually
Yeah.
watched it.
Oh, yeah. That's that one, and then Poltergeist got me
Yes.
when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't go to the light, Carol Ann. Shut up. Oh, it was horrible. I
It
mean,
was
I love it.
amazing.
I love it now. And if you could see my studio, my office, I have Hellraiser stuff everywhere. I've talked to or met every single actor that has played Pinhead. So
Nice.
yeah, I've kind of gotten an obsession with it. I have,
Hmm.
yeah, I've got puzzle boxes sitting over here, and yeah, it's thanks, mom, thanks, dad, thanks.
I was a Freddy Krueger fan. Nightmare on,
Oh,
on Elm Street. Yep.
I had
That was.
nightmares about him until, and this is a funny story, and I don't think I've ever told this story, but so I used to have nightmares about Freddy over and
Hmm.
over, like terrifying nightmares. And then one night, I didn't know at the time, but I was lucid dreaming.
Okay.
And when I tell you I went after Freddy Krueger and beat the shit out of him, and then after that, I was never afraid of nightmares again.
Your subconscious actually did that
Yep.
to you and
Yeah.
helped
And
you.
yes, it was amazing. And we've got some people who would like readings.
Hmm.
Um Here, before we get in the readings, let me read some of the comments here. Nancy says, snuck behind the couch and watched The Birds from there. Oh my God, that was a
Oh,
Hitchcock movie.
wow. Yep.
Yep, scared the crap out of me. Heck, it's made me nervous when I watched it.
Yep.
I love
And
Hitchcock was amazing.
and Rosemary's Baby. Well,
Yes. Oh yeah. Tracy
don't ever
says,
watch it. Don't ever watch it when you're pregnant.
"Don't worry, I won't." Tracy says, "My sister left me alone in the theater and ran out of The Exorcist screaming." But you
And
stayed and
she's
watched it. Yep, she stayed
yeah.
and watched the movie. Oh, of course you did, Tracy. I don't doubt that one bit. Let's see, Denise
So yeah.
Pridemore. Hello, by the way, hello, Denise. Exorcist at a drive-in at 9 years old. Heard it, didn't see it until 2 years ago. Horrified. Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
oh,
Even if it's a 1972, 73 movie, it is still the music, the way, she says Dimitri in Greek, speaking in his
yes.
mum's voice. It's
Yep.
like, oh my God, don't do this. Because I've come across a live exorcism at the age of 11. That was my
Oh,
first encounter with the paranormal.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing that you're still doing it. Okay, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people
Mm-hmm.
lined up for readings. Let me just make sure that I didn't miss anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I know. Okay, we'll start here. Greg Koss says, "I would like a reading." Do you have a question, Greg?
Yeah. If you have any questions, we can go right ahead.
So, if you actually have a question, or can you just do a general for
Mm-hmm.
people? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I
So,
can do a general. I can do
let's.
whatever they want.
Okay, Greg, this is your time. Do you want a general or? Oh, okay, so we'll wait for Greg. Tabitha will jump down to Tabitha. She says, Tabitha Meadow says, "I would love a reading. What's a good direction? I feel scattered."
All right. Okay. So let's have a look at you, honey. All right. A good direction in your life. So let's have a look. Well, you've been postponing things, honey, for a while, Tracy, and you've been postponing things for the past, I would say, maybe it could be 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years, or I would say, yeah, close to about or since 2017, I would say. You've been postponing things and things have been holding you back for no apparent reason. So it's time to make decisions. Be clear about what you want, which path you will follow, and you need to take action. Enough about other people overstepping on you. It's time for you to move forward. Um, so you already know which path you need to take. You already know which direction you need to take. Inside you, you've got the answer. You're just too scared to make that decision. Does that make sense? Or would you like me to go a bit deeper for you, Tracy?
It's actually, that was for Tabitha.
Oh, Tabitha.
Not Tracy.
And
Yeah.
sometimes, honey, you need to detox um the feelings inside you. You need to detox how you feel. There's a lot of sadness and some anger in there, and all this is muddled up with all your feelings. So you need to do a good detox with your body, with your mind, with your soul. Does that make sense?
Okay, Tabitha, if that makes sense, just put it in the chat for us and we'll come back. Then we have, okay, back to Greg since he was the first one. He just wants a general reading, if that's fine.
All right, a general reading. Okay, let's have a general reading for you. All right. Give me a
Oh, and
second.
Tabitha just says, yes, that makes sense to Tabitha. So
Good. Good. All right. So Greg. So it's Greg now that I'm looking at.
Yes, Greg Koss.
All right, Greg. A general. Let's do a general for you. Okay. All right. Sometimes for the past 2 years, you've been like up and down in your life. You're going back and reevaluating stuff, and sometimes like you're going back into your past and saying, maybe I should have done it like this, maybe I should have changed this. Don't do that. Stop doing that to yourself. Look forward. There's a new path that's opening up for you at the moment. Don't relive the past all the time. Reevaluate yourself, because you need to reevaluate you. You need to feel proud for yourself. And there's a lot of situations that are coming your way, and they're going to be good things that are happening, good situations. You're going to be cleaning out a lot of you're going to be debunking things. You're going to be cleaning out a lot of clutter, a lot of energy that's been suppressed, and it's time for you to go to a new direction, in general, with everything, not just with work, with things in your life, with your partner. It's even with your partner. Even if you're with a partner, you guys need to go into a new direction in life, do new things, maybe move houses. There's gonna be, I don't know how old you are, Greg, but there's going to be a few things that are going to be reborn in your life, new beginnings altogether. Does that make sense? And you need
I
to
had to
find balance.
I had to turn my screen off because I'm waiting on Greg to say his response, but I know Greg pretty well, and what you were saying was nailing it on the head from what I know. So
Okay.
I had to turn my screen off. I'm like, no, this is not mine. But you're so we'll wait for Greg to say something. Let's see, we got 15 minutes till we take a break. So what about pull up? Wait, let me make sure. I'm gonna pull it back down, Lori. I want to make sure I got these people in order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kim was next. Kim says that I would love a reading.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I can see that the small letters in the screen. Hang on. I can still see those. All right. All right. So let's do, is it Laurie? No, Kim.
Kim, yep.
All right, Kim. Hang on, sweetheart. All right. Okay, let's have a look at you, my darling. All right, so, all right, now to me, it shows here by what I do is, because I usually use cards like oracle cards or tarot cards, but I just open them up. I don't look at them. And as soon as I get a picture, boom, it just comes, all the information just gets downloaded. So that it's like, because tarot cards, oracle cards don't speak on their own. I get full on pictures and events that are coming up. So first of all, things for the past, I would say, since either 2016 or the past 6 years, um, things are getting, things were a bit bad in your life, but things are getting way better, and you'll see that by June. You'll see that things are going to be improving up until June this year, 2020, 2024. Like, this is your year where things, you're making big changes. So that means either making more trips, like traveling, or moving homes, or refurnishing your home, or fixing your home. And it is the end of a very difficult situation that you have been going through. Also, you're thinking a lot about your dad. I'm seeing a male figure here, and he's coming across, and it comes across as a father figure. So, and very intense. So I don't know if it's your dad that's coming or he's passed over, but it's coming like a father figure, very close, and always around you, always supporting you, always looking after you. So it's showing here at the age of 19, you went through something major. in your life that really stigmatized you. I don't know if that makes sense, because it's showing the number 19 to me. So it must have been either at the age of 19, or usually it's symbolic, the number. So it's either the age of 19 or in 2019 or 19 years ago. That's what it's coming across as, that really stigmatized you. But now you're on the right path. You've got great ideas that are going to lead you into doing things for yourself, and it's going to lead you into success. Have trust in yourself. That's something that you're lacking. So start trusting yourself and trusting what you're capable of doing. And you're a very, very creative person. So start recognizing your quality. So I don't know if that makes sense.
Awesome. Kim, if that made any sense to you, or if it touched a nerve, let us know in the comments. And we have right now, because we got Lori, Brian, Bobby's and his wife wanting reading, and Tracy. So we're gonna put you four on hold. We're gonna take a quick little break so we can get some coffee or tea or whatever,
Yep.
and then we're going to come back. So Kathrine, I'll go ahead and pull you down, let you get situated, and then we'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a quick break too, which means I got to put up the stay tuned sign. And as usual for the break, I'm going to use the theta wave meditation music that is brought to you by Illuminating Hearts. Check them out, illuminatinghearts.com. Sound healers, there's shamanism. They got everything covered. Illuminating Hearts. I think it's .com. I'll double check. So we'll be back in a second. And we are back. Take that stay tuned off. Get everything situated, and let's welcome back. I really need to move this studio downstairs. I'm out of breath, y'all. Let's welcome back Kathrine Sorilos.
I got my glasses on.
Oh, I forgot to put my hat on. What am I doing?
There you go. I got my glasses on.
Okay,
Like,
now we're.
It's like this.
Yep, now we're. I got a buddy of mine that wears his glasses. They're like right here.
Yeah.
And I tell him he's an old man, and instead of Clark Kent, he looks like Clark Kent. So he's not Superman at all.
Excellent. Oh my God. But yeah, Kim, but went into the comments. Kim says she's still looking for that male figure. It doesn't necessarily mean it's got to be your dad. It looks like a father figure. But to me, it's coming out like more older than like something very ancient. So it could be like a guardian, and it's like a guardian around you. That this person has passed away. They're not alive. So it could be like an ancient guardian. It's like somebody always watches your back, Kim. Always.
Well, if it sparks and you figure it out and it makes sense, Kim, please reach out and let us know. Okay, who do we
She always
have
feels
next?
him.
Got it. Let's see. Okay, Greg says my comment above. Oh yeah, he did say something. Okay, so Greg said spot on. Thank you, Kathrine. And do you remember me from the last show? He was
Yes,
around.
I do. Yes, I do.
No, nobody can forget you, Greg. All right, who do we have next? We have Lori next. I think
And what is she
Lori
saying?
says that
She just
she
wants
says
a
I would like
general.
a general. Yep.
All right, Laurie, give me a second, honey.
Thomas, I have you on the list too. I saw your comment.
Everybody's on the list.
Oh, it's the list.
That's the list. All right, Laurie. Okay, honey. It's saying here that things are changing for you up until September this year in 2024, or in the next 9 months. Things are changing, and they're changing when it comes to your work environment. So don't give up on things. If you're thinking about changing jobs or doing something new, don't give up on your ideas. Don't give up in what you want. Protect what you have done, protect what you have fixed. So if you're at work, if you're working at the moment and you're at a job and you're working with projects and doing new things at a job, protect what you've made, because you've got a lot of people that are very jealous of you around you. And have the courage to believe in yourself, sweetheart, especially if you want to do something new job wise, or if you want to change jobs, or if you in your work environment. This has got to do with work, completely with work. So protect what you've made, protect yourself, have the courage to believe in yourself, move forward. Don't listen to anybody ever. You know what I mean? You have great ideas about doing things in your life. You're a great person. You can actually inspire people as a human being. You always speak the truth, and you always believe in the truth, and you always say the truth to people. And some people don't like it, and that's fine. That's who you are. That's your character. So I know that you've been, especially in the past year, you've been like doing there's like difficult beginnings for you. You've always like tried to do things and then you give up. Now is the year I know it's going to be a bit difficult, but 2024 is the year where you're going to be making a lot of changes into your life. And I'm picking up a D around you with the initial D. It could be David, Daniel. It's a male. And it could be a first name or a last name that's very, very close to you. That's actually going to help you. And this person is very organized. He's giving you a lot of logic. He's got great foundations. and he's like a leader. So I don't know who that might be in your life, but I'm picking up the D around you, like a first name or a last name. There we go. I don't know if that makes sense, honey.
Or if that makes sense, let us know in the comments. And then we have Brian Wells. Brian says, will there be bad news for me next month? Hope not.
Okay. Now, if you're worried, I don't know. It popped up. He's looking. He's waiting for a decision or a verdict. Something to come that's going to come out, and I don't believe that it's going to be all that bad. But let me just have a look at it, and I'll let you know. Give me a second, honey. That's my feeling because I go through with my intuition as well. So, okay. If it's got to do something to do with money, you got to be a little bit careful. So how you're going to handle your situation, your financial situation, and make make a lot of decisions in the next month, honey. So I believe that you're not going to be unlucky. So the bad news, like I said, if it's going to be a decision or a verdict and it's got to do with money or with work, or even with your health, you got to make decisions. You got to make changes. And I don't believe that it's going to be all that bad. I don't. You got to have to make, before the month is up, you need to make a decision, or you had to make a decision, and it was a bit complicated, I think, and I believe that you've made the right decision. And I would say in the next month, because you're asking for that certain, if it's bad news, you got to really investigate a few things for me, or you should have investigated a few things, if that makes sense. But I don't believe it's all that bad. I think it's going to be okay.
Well, good. And my first intuition was, I think you're going to be fine. I don't know what it is. Don't care. I think you'll be good, buddy.
Yep.
I believe so. And Lori says, awesome. Yes, it makes sense. And David is my best friend. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Looking forward to seeing you again.
My pleasure. Anytime.
Then we have, who's next? Oh, my partner in crime. So Resnick, his wife Tammy, would like a general reading, please.
All right, no worries. Okay. All right. Bear with me. And that's your partner in crime.
Yeah, that's my buddy right there.
There we go. Let's have a look at this lady right here. Let's have a look. What's her name?
Tammy.
Tammy. Hi, Tammy. Okay. So, and that's, oh. Okay. Now, before we go on, do you know what star sign Rex is?
Raz, what's your
sorry.
Yeah, like reservation. He's native.
Okay. I need his star sign.
Yeah, what's your star sign there? There. Homeboy. While we're waiting.
I feel that it's either water sign or fire sign, because I can see two males next to her. I don't know if they're children or if it's her partner. You know what I mean?
Okay. He says he's a Leo.
There we go. That's him. There's the first one, because I'm seeing a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. And that's why I said I'm seeing a fire sign. Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. And that's her husband. That's Rez. And also I'm seeing a male, blonde, blue-eyed, light-haired, who comes across as a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I don't know who that might be.
Yeah, I just put the same comment back up.
Okay. So, okay. Now, Rez Tammy Rez comes across as very motivated, idealistic, ambitious, charismatic. I don't know if that's him, you know. And he's always on you to focus on things, and always pushes you, and always wants you to come in touch with your visions, because I don't know if Rez has visions as well and sees things, but he's very spiritual, and he wants you always to come in touch with your inner self, with your visions. And he's a very creative person, and he's always giving you advice. So I don't know if that makes sense now. And I do have another man next to you that you're talking to, that's close, like a friend, um like a guide. It could be a guide that might not be from this earth, you know. I don't know if they have guides around them, but this one is coming like very strong, blonde, blue-eyed, or very like light skin, gray hair, very reliable, very soft spoken, respectable, creative. And it's a message from the other side, with this, not with her husband, which is the Leo. This is with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces male. And I don't think he's alive. I don't believe he's alive. The way I'm seeing him is like an angel. And he says that open your heart and your mind to people around you. Start looking at people for who they really are. And, take advice. Take advice from people. It's there. It's right in front of you. Even you're getting things through your dreams, through your intuition, Tammy. And also, you need to do some charity work. Does that make sense? Or you want to do some charity work? And I know that you've been going through some difficult situations, but it's time for you to stand up on your 2 feet and really focus in what you're doing. I don't know if that makes sense.
Resnick said that you got him nailed. You've got him. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I would agree with that, Rez. What she was saying, I tried it. I try to keep my face poker face, but when it's people that I know really well, and I'm like, oh my god, yep. Anyway, so hopefully that helped, Tammy. Let us know in the comments.
And actually, these kind of readings, because what we're doing, or what I'm doing right here, it's called remote viewing. So, and because I don't have that person in front of me, I can't even see the picture because I'm so bloody blind. Pardon my French.
Right.
And I can't, and I can't, I can't see the, how they come up in the comment. So I can't even see what they look like. So it's just, that's remote viewing. That falls under one of our psychic gifts, because we are born with our psychic gifts that are imprinted in our DNA.
I 100% agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, who do we have up? Thomas, yes, I have you in the queue. So I think next we have Tracy Rizzo. So I would like a reading, if there's time, please. Yes, of course we have time for you, Tracy. So a general reading, Tracy, I would assume.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
The name Rizzo sounds very Italian, so I don't know if she's got Italian background.
Oh, she's got an Italian mouth on her. That's for sure.
That makes sense then.
Yeah, I love her. God, I love Tracy so much.
Greeks and Italians would say, yeah. What does Rez say?
Rez says she's curious about the guide.
Okay.
That was for Tammy.
Mm-hmm. She's curious about the guide.
Yeah, for Tammy. Tammy, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, we'll get back to you, Tam.
Okay. Tracy says Italian and Sicilian. Makes
I
sense.
thought so. Yep, she's got Italian, because you know what they say in Greek and Italian. I don't know if she does speak to Italian. They say una razza, una faccia, which means same Race, same face. The Greeks and the Italians. We're neighbors.
Yep. Yep.
So let me have a look at Tracy. Okay. All right. So you've had a lot of people, Tracy, in your past that had ego problems, right? It was all about them, 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 them. So you always felt, and I would say from the age of 15, and yeah, I could say from the age, I don't know how old you are at the moment, honey, but you had people that it was always about them, that their ego. And you always felt from the age of 15, major changes around you. You always had the feeling of being trapped with people, and people around you always focusing on material stuff and not actually focusing on who they really are and what they can do and who you really are, right? And you always had people that were negative. I don't know if it's like I said from the age of 15 or for the past 15 years, but and you always had fear of expressing your thoughts. It's time to express your thoughts, Tracy. Speak your mind. Actually, not only that, you need to start talking, because I'm seeing a blockage on your thyroid. I don't know if you have any thyroid issues. So I'm seeing a blockage in your thyroid gland, because you're always a bit worried about speaking your mind and speaking how you're feeling. And I don't know if you get migraines, so I need to check yourself. If you're wearing glasses, check yourself. Like those two chakras are blocked. So your third eye and your throat chakra, those are blocked because you need to express yourself more. You need to start talking a bit more. So, and I would say A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P. I don't know who Peter is. A male. It's coming up as a male. Peter, Patrick, Paul. I'm picking up a P around you. It is time for you. A B C D E F G H I J K L and an L. Right, a female L. It could be Laurie, Lisa. Okay, I'm picking up an L. So a male P, a female L. All right. And you're going through an awakening at the moment, honey. So you're seeing things from a different perspective. And I know that you had a temporarily standby for the past year, but things are moving along. You're on the right path. It is important to be yourself. You need to be you, not to do what everybody else says, but to be you. Speak your mind, speak freely, enjoy little things in your life. Take some time off and enjoy being alone. Do things for you. And if you are going to be doing something on your own, like work wise or spiritual wise, do it. It's going to be very successful.
Oh, that was another one where I just had to try to keep my poker face on because I know her too.
Texas Hold'em.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Tracy, if that made any sense to you, let us know in the comments, please. And then let's catch up on. Let me make sure I haven't missed anyone. Okay. So next we have Thomas. If there's time, I would really love to receive a general reading. Thank you.
Okay, Tom, no worries. Let's have a look at you too. And Raz's wife, she's asking for it's an it's an ancient guide for her. I don't know if she's got any roots that might be like Norsic or Viking roots or anything like that. That's what it comes across as, if that makes sense.
No, and then Brian, I see that you said you should have asked the question different. If we have time, brother, I'll mark you down. If we have time, we'll come back to you.
Yep.
So, yep. Now we are on Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
All right, Thomas. In general, in the next 10 months up to October, work-wise, or if you're going to be very active with work, with doing activities or doing different things, you're going to be super, super busy. So it's just saying here that you need to grab, I know you're a proud person, Tom, but sometimes you might need help from other people as well. Let other people help you. I know you put walls up, but let other people help you, because sometimes life doesn't have its full balance. Your life sometimes might be a little bit out of balance. If you're having some issues with your health, with your heart, or with blood pressure or things like that I'm picking up, like with your health, it's all more stress related than anything else. Now you're very, how do I say it? You're very grounded. You've got great foundations, family wise and as a human being. And I know that you you overthink things and you worry about things too much. Stop doing that. Stop trying to be doing things all the time. Take some time, take time back, like fall back a little bit. You've got nothing to worry about. And you've got a person that's right next to you that comes up as a female, that comes across as a Sagittarius, Aries, Leo female, that's very strathic, very creative, very sure about herself. um, she's very close to you and she's helping. She's alive, right? And she's very, very helpful. I don't know, this comes across as a person that might be in your work environment. So, and with your work environment, and that person is helping you very much. So in your work environment, there's going to be new things happening, or either you're going to a new work environment, or there's new things happening that you might need to adjust things, fix things a little bit better. Always be unique, because you are, and always use your fantasy, your mind, your ideas. They're brilliant. I don't know if that makes sense. So there's going to be changes.
Well, there you go, Thomas. If that makes any sense, please let us know in the comments. And then Tracy says, you ready for this? I have 2 doctor appointments on the 10th, one for cardiology and one for my thyroid.
There we go, baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
So be careful.
Yes. We have, who do we have next? We have Lala Bright. So, could I get a general reading too, please?
No
And
worries, sweetheart.
she also throws in that I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo, honey. Okay. No worries.
Oh, Thomas comes in with, it absolutely makes all the sense. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Okay. All right. So 1, 2. Let's have a look at you, honey. Okay. All right. Now A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. Leah, I don't know who I'm picking up. It comes across as a male. With the name R, like Robert or Ryan. Okay. Now it's showing here in the next year and a half, honey, that you are going to be you're on the right path. So it's the first time in your life that you actually feel, I know that you felt it in the past, but it's actually the first time in your life that you feel that you're on the right path in your life, and you're going to be going through some really great times. It is the best season for you at the moment. Make lots of plans this year. For the next year and a half, for the next 17 months, honey, make long plans, make ambitious plans, make long plans, positive plans. You're on the right path in your life. You're doing whatever you've chosen for this year, like New Year's resolution or changes. You've made the right decisions. I know that you want to do something new in your life, even with work wise, or maybe making your own business, or changing things. If you have your own business, changing things in your own business. You've got great ideas. You're very inspirational as a human being. You're a person that sees the truth in situations. It's going to be a bit hard at the beginning, but you're going to be fine. I'm not worried. Like, if you're doing changes with your work, I'm not worried at all. Now, if you are in a relationship, this relationship is going to take another toll for the better, if that makes sense. And it's you and your partner might become very more close. If you're not in a relationship, my darling, someone new is coming into your life that's very sentimental, very romantic, very ambitious, that you're going to actually feel love, and maybe even a marriage proposal. So there we go.
So Lala says, ready for this? I date a Robert.
There we go. So there we go.
So
Now,
there it is.
so that could be him. I don't know if he's a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because he comes across as very sentimental, very emotional. But if that's him, that's the new person that you're seeing, it's gonna go a step further.
Now, of course, she says, I'll take a new one. Laugh out loud.
So
funny. I like it.
Let's forget about Robert, right? There's the Robert.
Yep.
So we don't need Robert in our lives. We'll just get rid of Robert. So the new guy that's coming into your life is that's why I said a new guy, might be a new guy that's coming to your life. He comes across as a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, honey.
Oh, that's funny. So it looks like I get it. I know you can't spell Pisces. So is he a Pisces?
Oh, is this guy? So oh my God. So okay, if you want the new one, oh my God, Lee, I'm sorry, but this guy is gonna make a proposal, or he's gonna start getting your relationship into more serious. So if you don't want to do that, dispose of him. I know that's bad what I'm saying, but
I don't think so.
I don't smother people's ears. I'm an Aquarius, so I say it as I see it. So if you don't like it, dispose it.
I mean, I'm good with that. So we have a pretty straightforward question here from. Okay, Lee says, should I get fillings only, a cap, or have my teeth pulled for my 2 cavities?
She's got 2 cavities?
Yep.
Hang on. What is she saying? Should I get fillings only, or should I get my teeth for my 2 cavities? I just found out. Do not get your teeth pulled out, honey, because you're going to have issues later on. Because if you do get your teeth pulled out, I feel get them filled, get your cavities filled. Do not pull them out, because if you do pull out those teeth, and I'm picking up, there's one above, one below, and I don't know if it's on the right side, because I'm seeing this side, the rest of your teeth will fall out. Some of your teeth will fall out, so don't do that.
There we go. Oh, and back to Lala. She just put something really cool. Where did you put it? There it is. Lala says, Netflix just recently gave me an interview for your show, so that's new and exciting. Well, good for you.
That's great, honey. Go. That's great. There's new things happening in your life. So, yep, go for it. Focus on those. You're doing great. This is your New Year's resolution.
So now we'll take a break from the readings and let you relax from that for a little bit.
Talk about other things. Yep.
So all of those of you who got a reading, thank you so much for being open and willing to get a reading. Those of you who did not, there'll be more times.
Oh, yeah. And they can always find me on Facebook as Kathrine Sorilos, and Oracle Whispers on TikTok, because I do a lot of videos on TikTok as well where I talk about different things. So, yeah.
And I think if you'll look in the description of this video, I have links to Kathrine's Facebook and Do you have a TikTok account?
Yeah, I do. It's Oracle
Okay, yes.
Whispers.
So both of those URLs that'll take you straight to those pages are in the description of this video.
Mm-hmm.
And
Because
we'll talk about it.
yeah, because I put my girls up there too, because both of them are very empathic and very psychic and sensitive. Like, and I've got videos of my girls. Actually, you'll find them on TikTok on how parents should help their children, gifted children. So in English and Greek.
That's awesome. Oh, hang on, my hearing aid is screaming at me. There we go. Oh, I'm falling apart, Kathrine. I've got hearing aids.
I'm right behind you.
Oh, I like to ask this question every
Mhm.
now and then, so I'm going to ask it to you. So, if you only had one place that you could investigate for the rest of your life, anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Oh, that's a difficult question.
I know.
Oh God. Um. Oh, this. Okay. Look, that's a very difficult question. Okay,
I
because
know. That's why I like asking it.
I've investigated in Greece. I
Yep.
investigated in America. I've
Right.
investigated in England, in Manchester, and in Scotland. So I think every place is unique.
Mm-hmm.
The best. Okay. Oh, if I had a favorite place. I don't think I do have a favorite place. Like, for instance, when I was in America and we went to a battlefield,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have that photo. I wish I did. The person that took that photo deleted it, which was wrong. I don't speak to that person anymore. It's like they did it on purpose. So I was on the battlefield in Indiana. So, and as the sun started to set, it was the anniversary of the battlefield
Yep.
war at that time.
Yep.
And as I was walking through, because I could see the Native Americans sitting on the other side, waiting for, to come through. And I had this arrow hit me on my thigh. And I felt an arrow hit my thigh.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, I just felt something burning me. And I
Mm-hmm.
pulled in the middle of the battlefield, and as the sun was setting, it was like there were a couple of people around, and the people that we were investigating, I actually pulled my jeans down, and I had an arrow mark on my thigh.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is amazing. This is amazing. So the energy in America is amazing. The energy here in Greece is amazing. I don't think I do have I don't have a favorite place. I don't think I do. No, that's a bad question.
That's why I
No, I
love
could.
it. But see, I got the response that I wanted because then you
Yeah.
started like thinking and giving us really good places. So that's why I ask it really. Because I mean, you can't ask an investigator just to pick one place. It's not gonna
No, no. There's one place that we're gonna be visiting with Grant when in April when he's coming to Greece. And it's called the Sanitarium of Parnitha. And that was a hospital, and then it became a sanitary. It was a hospital for World War II. So when you walk in, that's where I had my first operation. I saw a nurse with it was the Red Cross, the Greek Red Cross. So I saw a nurse, and blonde with her hair really nicely up, with a little cap with the Red Cross, and she was holding
right.
her a little watch in her hand, and she walked past me and she goes, "Ana Ioannou" in Greek. And I was with the team that I was then with, and I said, "Guys, did you see that?" And they're like, "No." I said, "You didn't see anything? You didn't feel anything?" They're like, "No." And I'm like, "I saw this apparition," and she told me her name. So we went online, and actually there was a nurse. She was a head nurse that existed in World War
Yeah.
II in that place, and her name was Ana Ioannou. So it was
Oh, that's
amazing.
awesome.
It
That's
was
awesome.
amazing. So that place we're going to be visiting, it's got um, energy residual of an imprint of World War II, because there was German soldiers in there. Actually, that place, Rob Denmaster has investigated as well when he was in Greece, when he came to Greece with the team that I was with. So he got an EVP where they were talking in different languages, not they were talking in English, they were talking in
Right.
Italian. So we've got EVPs where they're talking Italian and German, because like I said, it was a sanctuary for World War II. And then it became a sanitarium and for the tuberculosis people we've had tuberculosis, and then it became a hotel, then, and it always burns down. It's like, and now the casino has bought it, and it always burns down. It's like the foundations, you're not supposed to build on that
Right.
place.
Right.
So that's a brilliant place that we'll be visiting as well. So yeah, I've been to some amazing places.
There's a place over here that you can pretty much guarantee is going to catch fire. It's a town in Tennessee, and it's burned. I don't know how many times, but
Yeah,
yeah, we have. Yeah, I get it.
yeah.
Well, let me. Okay, so I've only investigated here in America, and I always wish and think that Americans should be trained or have a class before they go overseas to somewhere else on how to approach the certain spirits and certain things that you would have in Greece that we don't necessarily deal with here. Is there any advice that you could give, especially to those that are coming over for that 10-day?
Okay. So, all right. I think the spirits that you guys have over there, like, okay, you have the Native American spirits, and here we have different spirits. We've got the ancient spirits, and then
Yep.
but it's my advice is wherever you go, spirit is spirit,
Mm,
which means you need to go in there with respect. If you're going to a Native American place, you need to respect it with their religion and their beliefs. And even if you go to a mosque, right, Muslims, right, and you want to investigate something like that, a Muslim place, right, you got to
right.
respect them with their religion. So wherever you go, you need to respect them with their beliefs and their religion. You know, to me, I've seen it here in Greece, and I've seen it when I investigated in America as well. There's a lot of teams that go in there, and I'm not bagging the teams, but here in Greece and in America and in I didn't see it much in the UK, but in America and Greece I saw it a lot, where people go in there and provoke spirit.
Yes. And I don't like that.
Okay, hello, you're invading their space. You are the one that's
Yep.
gone into their space, and you're invading them, and you're causing issues and havoc. You know, you go in there with respect. You do not provoke.
Right.
They've been there thousands of years or 100 years before you. So they do it here, and it's something that I do not tolerate. And I saw it overseas in America in an investigation where they started going in there and provoking. And at the Monroe, I was at the investigation at the Monroe House with the team that I went in there, and they're provoking. Some people were provoking the spirits in the Monroe House, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do this. So I sat in the basement.
Yep.
I sat on the staircase, and they were provoking. I kept on saying, guys, don't provoke it. Don't provoke it. This, because it's gonna hit the fan. You know, it's got.
Yep.
So I sat like this on the staircase, Brenda. I did not move, and all of a sudden I could feel footsteps and hear footsteps behind me, and I just got up, because when I feel spirit, it runs through my body, like, because I'm an anchor.
Yep.
So if it runs through my body, I can feel them running through, and I could feel them coming like thousands like that. And I just gotten up, and I'm like, they're coming, they're coming. And as soon as I said they're coming, the flashlight that I had on the staircase sitting, it went up, in midair and went boom across the wall. And I thought, that's it, I'm done. I'm out of the house, you know?
Right.
So yeah.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
So
Sorry, we got some
yeah.
spam. We got some spam in the comments here. Let me get rid of that.
Okay.
Now, at least they're not trolling. I'm trolls are. Ugh. I don't know. Sometimes I encourage trolls to come in because some of the stuff that they say is hilarious.
Spamming as
But
in like say like advertising things?
yep,
Okay.
yep. I'm not
Yeah.
a fan. So
Yeah, no, neither am I.
all right, that was the. I
I
mean,
didn't see
trolls are
that.
okay. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that was. Yeah, I'm supposed to be able. How can I not get rid of him?
What's he saying?
Anyway,
I can't see
don't
it.
do it. Hello, sorry for bothering you. Just want to offer promotion for your channel, viewers, followers. I don't need fake viewers.
Exactly.
I don't need bots. No, thank you. I love my viewers. I actually know them. Don't need your stuff, but thanks for offering.
Exactly. Yeah, you get a lot of those.
I'm happy where I'm at. I've gained a following organically. I don't boost my posts or use money. So no, thank you. Anyway, back to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Like I don't. I mean, honestly, when I first started and I didn't know any better, I provoked. Um, there's certain television shows that have been produced throughout the ghost hunting genre that promote provoking, and it's not a good idea.
No,
So
it's
I don't
not.
blame you for just sitting it out. Yeah.
No, I've been watching Greek investigators here in Greece where they go to a spirit place, right? And they go to a haunted location, and all of a sudden they get the holy water out and they start sprinkling the holy water, and it's like, spirit be gone. And I'm like, what are you doing? What are you
Right.
doing?
This is not the Exorcist, people. Yeah.
And I just laugh at the show, and I'm like, no, you don't do that. This is that's their home. They've been there way before you. They're not going to go away. They're human, as they were when they were alive. That's how they are when they're dead. And the more earthbound
Yes.
they are, the more they start losing the memory, and they start forgetting who they are and what the purpose is and why they're stuck there. And the other
Yep.
thing that I'm seeing, and I'm sorry I'm going to mention that, but there's a lot of places in America, like historical places, where the owners that you go to investigate, they're like, oh, do not send the spirits into the light. And it's like,
Yep.
hello, but if the spirit is asking that they want to be released and go into the light, why shouldn't I help them as a psychic medium? Why keep them earthbound? Why are you doing that? So you can get more money? I'm sorry, I'm touching. It's a very touchy subject,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I mean, is it? I don't think it's a touchy subject. If somebody tells me that, I'm just going to look at them like they're stupid. If the spirit wants help, I'm going to give the spirit help. That's what I do.
Exactly. Exactly.
I get it. You want, and I kind of know probably some of the places that you're talking about because I've run into it too. And, I'm just like, no. Like, okay, fine. And I told one owner, I was like, all right, fine. When you die, I will leave you earthbound. I will
Exactly.
not help you, and I will tell everybody else not to help you because that's what you want.
Exactly.
And then, then they look at you. Yeah, then they look at you like, how dare you? Well, no, that's what you're doing to other people. I don't like it.
Exactly. Slap them around a bit. Here in
Right. I'm
Greece,
just,
the only bad thing, I know, the only bad thing here in Greece, which I wish the Greek government would do it, is like, okay, you guys are very organized over there. Like when it comes to historical sites for like to
right.
go haunting, like you hold events and all the money goes to the historical site to preserve it, right? We've got a lot of
Right.
historical sites here in Greece and ancient sites where they are haunted, and you can actually go in there and investigate them, but they like the owners or the people that own or the government that owns it, They don't take care of it. Like if they were to hold events here for haunted teams,
Right.
paranormal teams, to do haunted events and actually use that money towards the building, things would have been great. And it would have really helped investigators here and people coming from overseas, like from America and Europe, to actually visit historical sites here in Greece and haunted sites as well. What's
Right.
Brian
Yeah, I
saying?
agree. And let's see. Greg says, once again, I am thankful for your honest generosity.
My
Eh,
pleasure.
well, Greg, you're married. Stop it.
So am I with 5 kids.
Ah. But and you know what? You're right. I've noticed when I'm looking overseas, like we have our National Historic Registry. Like if you get on that, if your house gets on that registry, they can't tear it down, they can't do anything about it. They have to keep it up.
Exactly.
But I've noticed overseas, like there's not many. Like okay, let's
No.
take the Parthenon for example. It's
hmm
crumbling.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
is.
nobody seems to be doing anything about it.
No, they've just got these
That
things
I
that are holding it up.
know,
Yeah,
right? And that's not doing
it's
anything
sad.
is the same as just it's the same as destroying history yourself. You're
Exactly.
not technically destroying it, but you're letting it go, and you have the mean. Well, I don't know about Greece with the financial situation, but I mean, it would
Yeah,
if you had, if you had set things that were yearly, like ghost hunt. It would paranormal tourism is a huge thing if they would
it
just
is.
tap into
It
it.
is. Exactly. Like I went to, was it the ancient temple of Lito, which is the mother of Apollo and Artemis, and that's her ancient temple there. And apparently, what they've done, instead of having it for people to see it and visiting it, somebody had it's on a beach, right? And from
Right.
that beach she left. Apparently she left from that temple where she prayed for Zeus to save her because Hera, his wife, was after her to kill her. So
Yep.
she fled from that temple and crossed over to Delos, where she gave birth to Apollo and Artemis. So where that temple is, instead of just leaving it as it is so people can visit it, some rich guy brought
Mhm.
the beach there, so he's using the beach for people, for tourists and people to get there. And there's a beach bar, a beach, umbrellas. What are you doing?
Right. I
It's
mean,
an ancient temple. Respect the ancient temple.
or at least, okay, fine. You want to buy the beach? Cool.
Yeah,
Cordon off the temple. Use the rest of the
exactly,
beach, but yeah. I mean, there's so many
exactly.
workarounds.
Yeah, but they don't do it. It's like it's all money, money, money everywhere, I
Yep.
think.
Well, that's here too. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
here too. Tabitha says, side note, love your haircut,
Thank
by the
you.
way.
Thanks. Thank you, Deb. It's all
So
natural,
we got
and
about.
the white.
I I looked at pictures of me and my wife when we first started dating. All this was black and it looked great, and now it's looks. I get called Santa. So
No, you just say that every strand of silver is knowledge.
that's right. Knowledge or my kids.
Exactly.
A lot of this came from the kids.
Same here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we are coming up uh well, we got about what 10 minutes
10
or a little
minutes.
bit less.
Yep.
So let's go over again all that you have coming up in the next couple of months.
Yep.
And
Where have I got it written? I've got it. What did I have it written? Hang on.
I don't
I've
know
got it written
you
down. Oh, there we go. All right. So
Thank you,
Let's
James Brady.
start.
Thank you.
Okay, let's start with 18th of January. I'm
Mhm.
going to be doing a live investigation with Candy Slater and Jenny Davis and I belong in that team as well. I'm part of that team. Candy is like a sister to me, Candy Slater.
I've talked to Candy a couple times. Yeah, she's awesome.
I love her to death. I'm back at the Monroe House. So I hope I know for a fact that this time this investigation is going to be much better than what it was last time. And that's at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and I think 8 p.m. Central time. Is Central behind Eastern?
Yep.
Okay. Yep. And they belong to From the Ashes Paranormal.
Okay.
And then we got okay, then I've got at the Haunted Samuel Miller Mansion on March the 2nd, 1 a.m. Eastern Time with David Childers and Larissa Rex. So I'm going to be remotely investigating, on that date on March the
Right.
2nd, and it's Third Eye Productions.
Mhm.
And then I've got the big event, which hopefully I'll be flying over. And that's going to be March the 23rd and the 24th at Brushy Mountain State Prison and the Harriman, Tennessee. It's at Harriman, Tennessee, and it's at the Avalon Center, and also the old historic Harriman Hospital, and it's run by Jen Jacobs, and it's the Woman of the Paranormal celebration event. So it's for a good cause, helping abused women, battered women, and children. So that's March the 23rd and 24th. So grab your tickets. They're looking for vendors. There's going to be great speakers. I'm going to be doing readings there as well. And I'll be speaking as well. So a little bit of everything. And I'll be meeting a lot of people. And then April the 17th to the 26th with the mysterious tours run by Maria Schmidt, together with Grant Wilson. He's visiting from America, and we're touring for a 10-day haunted tour of ancient Greece. So that's my events so far.
That only covers 3 months. Oh, it's going to be a
I
busy
know.
haunting season, but that's okay. I like staying busy. I
Yeah.
don't know about you, but I love it.
Yeah. Same here. Same here.
So, yeah, definitely. I'm gonna push that Women of the Paranormal celebration. That's
Mm-hmm.
a wonderful, wonderful cause. Again, that was the same weekend as my Paracon. However, we have unfortunately had to cancel my Paracon. So if you're planning on coming to mine, just kind of turn a little bit, go to Tennessee and go to this one. I'll be there with my wife. Hopefully, with my wife, I'll be there supporting Jen and all the women of the paranormal, and it's just a great cause. So,
Yeah, it is.
come out and see everybody. Thank you so much for waking up early
My pleasure.
and coming on the show.
My
You're just a
pleasure.
wonderful,
Thank,
wonderful person to. So, yeah,
thank you.
I certainly enjoy um, interviewing you, and I enjoyed that one time when we were both like doing.
Investigating
Yep.
together.
Yes,
I
that
enjoy.
was.
I enjoy talking to you. Like time flies so fast. It's unbelievable, and we always have fun. Every time we do something,
Yep.
we always have fun.
Yes, we have a blast.
We do.
That's why I'm looking forward to actually meeting you in person up in
Hmm.
Tennessee. Everybody come on with me. James and Kim Brady, y'all better go ahead and get your tickets because we're gonna go ride together. Boy, I sounded the Southern came out in my accent real quick for some reason right there.
It did. It did.
It's
I stayed in Alabama for 4 months. I absolutely loved Alabama.
I try to hide it, and generally I'm pretty good at it from being in the military and going all over the place. But sometimes it sneaks out.
Yeah, it's good
Let's
though.
see. What do we got in? Barbara says thank you, of course. Tabitha says thank you both. You're quite welcome, Tabitha. Thank you for tuning in. Kim Brady says, thanks, Kathrine.
My pleasure, guys.
Tho-
It's amazing to
Thomas,
meet you all.
Thomas Wright, thank you. You got so many, um, so many thank yous in here. Oh, what is James? Great guest, Brandon. I know it's a great guest. It's my show, James. You don't have to tell me it's great. I know. Sorry,
Oh,
me,
God.
James. I don't know. James and I have become really close. He's like a brother to me, so I have to pick on him. He was the guy that I said that wears his glasses down like this, and he just looks like an old man. That's it. That's him. That's Clark Kent.
Okay. Clark Kent.
Well, yeah, Clark Kent. Well, again, thank you so much. And if you need anything when you're flying over, when you get here in the US, if you need anything, let me know. Or we'll definitely try to go out to dinner or something.
Yep, we need to catch up face to face.
Well, so again, thank you for giving up your morning. I know time is more valuable than money, and you could have done anything. You could have slept, but you decided to come here. So it was
my pleasure. I enjoy our talks. I do. I love them. Thank you for having me. It was an honor to be on your podcast. And give my love to your missus.
I will. And I always end the show saying the same thing. And it's not about surviving the storm, but it's how you dance in the rain. And I think that now more than ever means a lot. So thank you all for watching. Again, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to tune in to this little old podcast. And I love each and every one of you. My viewers are not fans, you're family. And I love you all. So until next Sunday, good night, everybody.